Good morning, friends. How are you? I hope you have your Baileys in your tea, which is my preference, but yours might be Baileys and coffee, to tune in for making a card with me. Just move these out of the way. Got my little collection here. So this is the card we're going to make today. It's a cute little Mother's Day card. It features coloring with our blends, which are lots of fun, and I want to introduce you to that. So we will do that in our card today. I have a few housekeeping notes I want to go over with everybody, and then we'll jump right into making the card. All right, so I don't know if everybody saw my post the other day about the Paper Pumpkin Kit $7 new subscriber event that they have going on. These are so much fun. You can go back in my albums. I have pictures of past kits and other alternative cards that I've created, as well as the ones that they designed for the box. It gives you a great option to have some products come right to your door, try them out. If you're new and not quite sure, then you can definitely look and see what you like. The kits are all specially created every month, so they have a different theme. This month is baseball, or batter up as the kit's called. So you can subscribe for $7, that's shipping included, with this code at my store. And you can get that kit delivered to you. Once again, it is for new subscribers only. So if you're already one, the $7 subscription won't apply to you, unfortunately. But I would love to have you. I'm about a month behind. I try to do alternatives to show you, and then you have an idea of what other things that you can do with your products in your kit, not just the ones that they suggest, but definitely you can create the cards that are suggested as well. Hi Nicole, good morning. Hope you have your coffee and Baileys. So another big event going on right now is our catalog. Our new annual catalog went live on May the 4th. I know some of you have gone and looked at it online. If you would like a paper version copy of it, please let me know. I have an upcoming event on May the 23rd where we're going to go through the catalog. I'm going to show you samples. I'm going to show you all kinds of fun stuff. There's going to be prizes, videos of my teammates making cards and showing you products with all the new stuff. And it's going to be lots of fun. So I hope you can tune in. It will start at 6 o'clock unless I do it earlier in the day, but it is a Sunday, so I figured Sunday evening was good because if the weather's nice, you guys will be out and about. Okay. If you do want a catalog, I've got a cute little pack ready to go out to you to help celebrate in the event, and it's got all kinds of little fun things in it, and I'd be happy to send it to you. Give me about a week's notice though if you live out of town, so that I can get it shipped to you and you get it on time for the event. Okay, so circle on your calendars May 23rd. And I hope to see you all there. It will be posted on my page and stay there. So if you can't tune in that day, definitely watch it on the replay. Leave your comments. I'll leave the contests and prize draws open for a week for you to enter. And then I'll poll everybody and do a spin and win for lots of fun prizes of new product. Some stuff that I have in a little drawer that I keep for giveaways and stuff like that. All right. So are we ready to jump into our card for the day? I'll just bring it back in so you can see it. I posted yesterday on my page the dimensions and stuff like that, so if you want to create along with me, definitely I hope you've prepared your supplies, but I will go over them as we go here so that if you're cutting along with me and that sort of thing, you have a minute to do that along with me. All right. So I've pre-cut all of my supplies and done a bit of coloring and stuff like that ahead of time, just to sort of not make this a long video and you can get on with your day. So we've got some crumb cake as our card base. It is 4 1/4 by 11 and scored at 5 1/2. We've got an inside piece, this is standard for your inside or sometimes your outsides for layering. It is 5 1/4 by 4 inches. and it's the basic white cardstock. You've got a designer series paper strip at 1.5 by 5 1/4, and this is one of our new in colors, soft succulent, and the 6 by 6 little pack that they come in of all the 5 colors with some different patterns on them as well, but you'll see those at the catalog launch. I've also got a strip of crumb cake, doesn't matter what size, to stamp your sentiment on. So on the card here, I've just got it on a little flag banner. I've pre-colored my inside, but it's the same as the front, the 5 1/4 by the 4, and then I've just stamped and colored at the same time. Okay, and then I've got a piece of ribbon, or a couple pieces I should say. Sorry, I've got ink on my fingers. I've been stamping and getting ready for the catalog launch, so I've been busy bee down here. I've used the Forever Greenery Trim Combo Pack. It is not available anymore, but if you happen to have some, I always have retired products, so I tend to try to use it up when I can, but you can use any combination that you want to. You can also use the new in color in the soft succulent satin trim ribbon as well if you like. Good morning, Diane. Thanks for tuning in. And then I have used, I'm just going to grab the stamp set. I've used a jar of flowers. So there's the stamp set. It is a carryover from our annual catalog last year, and honestly, this is the first time I've inked it up. Shh, don't tell anybody. I just couldn't get into this set, and now that I've seen so many samples with it, I've gone crazy. So hence where the inks come from on my hands, is that I did start with this one when I started making cards for the catalog launch, because I haven't used it yet. The pot comes from the potted or Simply Succulents, and I know, right, Nicole? Something I haven't inked up. You don't even want to know how many sets I have that are like that, unfortunately. But I'm doing my best this year to get through them. So the week before the catalog launch, I am going to feature stamp sets that have carried over, and show you some great creations with those to get them in your mind and not forget about them, and get me using them as well. So lots of fun. So I've used our blends. So this is what I wanted to draw your attention to. These are our alcohol-based markers. They are so much fun. They blend, as you can see here, so nicely, give you so much detail, and they are just fantastic. I'm so glad that if you've been a crafter for a while, Copics are very similar, but these ones are just fantabulous. So they come in a light blend and a dark blend in all of our colors, and they go on nicely. You definitely want to make sure that they're very saturated on the back, so that means that the color has applied correctly and that you're going to get a nice blend to them for sure. So in this instance, I have used the dark and light crumb cake, the new light and dark polished pink. I've already colored the greenery, but I've used soft succulent, the light and the dark, evening evergreen, which looks like eucalyptus here. I've used the light on that. On these little berries here, I've used the bronze. Here I've used a silver Wink Stella. Now that is a old product that we used to have. We just have the clear shimmery one now, but you can still get them on Amazon and stuff like that, just to add a little bit of metallic-y detail. Let's see if I can get it on the camera there. All right, so like I say, I've already pre-colored, but what we're gonna do is take our dark, so this is all light here on this flower, and as you can see, I've done the shading in the other flowers. So we're gonna quickly show you how to do the shading on this flower and then on the pot. So the great thing about these markers is that they come in a bullet tip. and a brush tip. So it makes it nice and easy to color large areas and blend them really well. So you want to put your light color down first. Not always, it just depends on what you're doing. But here I have done the light color first. So basically I am just going to follow the natural lines of the stamp and just go over that with my dark polished pink, which, like I say, is one of our new in colors. All our new in colors are so much fun. Okay, and then I'm putting a little bit of extra in the middle because I want that center to really pop. And then I'm going to take my light polished pink and just go back over and blend that. It's not a harsh line, but there's a definite distinction of a line there. As you apply, it blends it right in together. And they do appear a little bit darker when they're first put onto the paper. They do lighten up as they dry, because like I said, they're an alcohol marker, so as alcohol dries, it does go a little bit lighter. So I'll just go over these ones a little bit more, just to kind of get the look that I want. And you can just build these up as much as you want. You can go back over it as many times as you want. They just keep on building the color. You don't have to use them in conjunction with each other, so the light and the dark in the same color family. You can take another pink from another family and build that on, and it just gives you a different look. We will play with these a lot more, so you will see how different colors and that sort of thing build up. But they're so much fun. And they're not very expensive. This set is only $12, so they're a great little addition to your projects. And so then you just blend back over. So doesn't that look pretty? Hold it up, hopefully you can see it. Pretty nice, eh? Okay, so now we'll take our crumb cake, and I'm gonna get messy because I am gonna fussy cut these out, so I'm gonna go outside the lines on that. In here I tried to stay in the lines. I did a little boo-boo there, but that's okay. There is a color lifter that actually goes with this set that will help you lift color if you have gone outside of the lines. But if you love coloring, this is a great addition to your collection so that you can color all the time. So I'm just basically using the brush tip and coloring all over that pot. Yes, Nicole, you do need Wink of Stella, which is in the next kit. It will be included, don't worry. It is a must-have, I tell you. So I'm just gonna highlight. You might actually need more than one like I have. And I'm just gonna create some shading. So I'm thinking that the light is shining on my pot from this direction. So I'm just kind of coloring my shading that way. And then I sort of want to darken up these lines. And some of the stamps, most of our fine line sort of style ones, do have natural fill-in lines. So like you see this little line here and on this side, kind of gives you the illusion that it's there, and so that's where you should maybe put your natural shading, so it kind of works really cool that way. So then we're just going to go back over this a few times, and you'll see as I'm going back over it, that line is blending together. I might actually use the brush tip on this. And I'm just going to go over it a few times to get the desired shading that I want. And there's no limit, like I say, to how many times you go over it. So now you're seeing, you're getting that nice sort of defined line of a shadowing essentially there. I kind of like that, it looks really nice. It's a little bit lighter. I think I've used a different color, to tell you the truth. I do that sometimes, I grab the wrong thing. It just gives you a different look. So basically we are going to fussy cut this out. So I'm just gonna go quickly. So the tip with fussy cutting is let your scissors do the guiding and move the paper as you go. Yes, our new colors, Nicole, are fantabulous. Let me tell you, soft succulent seems to be a favorite of mine right now. I don't know if you saw my post the other day. You should go on. It's lots of fun. It's on the new in colors, and you take a little quiz, and then it tells you which one of the new in colors you are. And it tells you, mine was like bang on. I posted in the comments. I was polished pink, which is the color we used on the flowers, which I was surprised. But the description it gives you of the what the color means and sort of to you and that sort of thing, it was bang on, like crazy bang on. So take that quiz and post in the comments. I'm doing a little draw for participating in that, as well as it's part of my pre-catalog launch fun. I'll probably do a scavenger hunt too, so you'll be able to go through your catalog either the paper copy or online. So on my blog at Carrot Tops Creative Co. at blogspot.com, you can go on and on the sidebar links, you'll see the new annual catalog picture, and if you just click on that, it'll take you right to the catalog online. And then you can have a peek at all the fun stuff. I have a box arriving on the 12th of things that we weren't allowed to pre-order. So there's so much more fun stuff coming. Pre-order kind of is disappointing sometimes when you can't order the stuff that you really love, but I did get quite a few things as well. So it's hard not to just keep ordering and keep ordering as you see more and more stuff online. That fellow demonstrators have done. Gotta refrain myself. Also, right now, if your wish list gets over $135, you may consider buying the starter kit. There is no obligations to be an active online demonstrator and stuff like that. You can just use it for the discount. So the bare minimum discount that you get is 20%, and that is awesome. There's not too many companies out there that give you that much of a discount right off the bat. Normally you gotta work towards that. So like I say, if your wish list is over 120 or 135, you're gonna get an added bonus from Stampin' Up right now. And it is $30 extra. So you get to pick out $206 worth of stuff for $135. No shipping, no taxes. Hello, what a great deal. So like I say, if your wish list is as long as mine, as long as my arm and then some, you definitely might want to consider that. Give me a jingle and we can discuss, and I can help you get that kit, get the options, explain more to you, all that good stuff. Okay, so this paper is double-sided, so you can choose which side you want, but I'm going to use this nice little herringbone pattern, and I'm just going to use my seal, and I'm going to apply some to the back and just down the side of my 5 1/4 by 4 cardstock that I've cut. So just like that. Then I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to lay it flat on my table here, and I'm going to take this little gold twine piece and I'm just going to wrap it around and tie a little bow. It's just easier to do beforehand before I glue it down, but if you don't think you can do that, definitely just apply your larger piece first and then put your gold twine on, or whatever ribbon you've decided to use. So I'm just tying it in a little knot in the middle there, and then I'm gonna flip over, and I can see sort of the edge of my designer paper, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit more seal adhesive here to stick my ribbon to. So I want that ribbon just like that, and then I'll flip it over so that I can eyeball it. I'm an eyeballer, but you can also use your grid paper, so sort of put the edge of your ribbon there, and then you'll see down here where you want to have it in that grid line. Grid paper is a great thing to order because it definitely helps you keep things lined up. keeps your worktop nice and clean, and it's pretty. It's got pretty flowers on it. We have some that doesn't have flowers and that sort of stuff on it. It's just a basic paper, but this one's more fun. Okay. So I've just tied the little bow there. I'll just grab my scissors, trim my tails off to where I want them. Oops, my bow's kind of going sideways here. That's all right. You just play with it until you get it where you want it. Twist it. Sometimes the twine doesn't, so I'm just holding it down in the middle and I'm taking my fingernail. So this is like a braided gold twine. So you can shred it to get the ends to come apart, and then they're sort of like wispy tails. I'll show you in a second up close here once I get it. And the reason why I'm holding the middle is just to keep my bow tied where I want it and my ears sort of the length that I want. There we go. You see that? So this has got like a fringe sort of to it. It's nice and pretty. Okay, so now we're going to assemble our little flower pot. So we're going to grab our dimensionals. And here's a quick tip. For dimensionals, because they have a white black backing on them, sometimes you can't see where you've pulled off. So I learned a little trick at an event that I was at last weekend, where you draw just with a Sharpie or a pen that won't come off on your fingers, a little line across the backs of them. So then when you pull them off, they'll be on the back of your item. Oops, I pulled that one off ahead of time. So you'll see which ones you've pulled off and which ones you haven't. So obviously that one I pulled off accidentally as I picked it up off the backing sheet. But it's a nice easy way to know what you've pulled off and what you haven't. So little tip and trick for you today. So I'm just going to place my little pot. So I'm going to move you up so that you can see. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same, so I'm going to use the bigger dimensionals. I used the minis on the pot, but I'm going to use the larger dimensionals on the back of my flower. And you want to make sure that you put some in the middle as well, because you don't want your center to cave in, essentially, when you put it down. Nobody wants to see that on their card. So all the hard work you put in, you don't want it falling short in the middle. So, and I'm just gonna put, these ones stick out a little bit, so I just put a little mini one over there to make sure that that looks okay. So then I'm just going to place this down. I'm just gonna lift that trim piece, place that down where I want it. Nice and easy. Okay, so there we go. We've applied our pot. You need a paper copy of the catalog? I will definitely ship one out to you, Nicole, no problem. I'll ship you the little fun kit. Because I think you said you were tuning in for the party. And then we're going to grab our little crumb cake strip. And I've obviously designed this as a Mother's Day card. My mother has already gotten hers, as well as my mother-in-law. But I'll save these for next year, maybe. So I've just stamped the Happy Mother's Day, and I'm just going to cut it off. I've made this longer than it needs to be, but that's okay because you want to be able to have that extra in case you've stamped wrong or something like that. So to make the little banner, I'm just going to cut a little notch right in the center. I don't know if you can see that very well on the camera. Get a little bit closer. There you go. And then I'm going to take from the corner to the top of that slit and slice it off. And I'm going to do the same on this side. It's a nice easy way to make a banner. We do have a punch that does it as well, but it's easy enough to do it just by hand. So there we go, we've got our little banner. So we're just going to figure out where we want to place that. I'm just going to trim it down also closer to the words because it's a little bit on the the larger side, and I want it skinny. But I leave my strip of paper to stamp on first a little bit larger, so that if I do want it thick, then I can do it that way too. So we're just gonna kind of, maybe I might change my mind and stick it down here this time. So you decide where you want to put it. I'm gonna stick it down there just for something different, okay? And then I'm just gonna apply a little bit of seal, if I can get it to work. There we go. I've been using it so much, I'm struggling with it. All right, so I'm just gonna slip this under the roses here at the bottom. And I'm leaving it sort of not tacked down at the bottom, just to give it some dimension. And then I'm gonna take these fabulous beauties. You need these. They're called opal rounds, and they're clear, but I don't know if I'll be able to get. They have like glitter on the inside, so it's like an iridescent glimmer inside, and they are just fantabulous. So I'm gonna grab a few of those. I usually do embellishments in 3s, just because it's more pleasing to the eye, but you can do as many as you want, really. Just try to keep it in odd numbers, because that just looks a little bit more pleasing in the end. But they're your embellishments, so you do what you like. You do you. Okay, so that is basically our card front. All finished. Nice Mother's Day card. My mom probably wishes she got this one instead, because it's so pretty. But she did get a very nice one. At least she said it was beautiful. All right, so then we're just going to apply seal to the back of that, and we're going to place it on the front of our card. Coconut coffee. What is that, Nicole? Yes, we need to know more information. Is it like coconut milk or a coconut creamer? I'm usually just double, but you know, on the weekends we can splurge and have the Baileys. And because I don't drink coffee, I drink tea and Baileys. Bulk section of Save-On. Okay, Nicole, we're gonna have to try that out. Okay, so I haven't done the inside on my original card, but I made an inside for this one. And basically I've just done the same, stamped the same, colored it the same, all that good stuff. But on this one, if you can see, right about there, I've got some shimmer. So I'm gonna grab some Winky. Call it for short, but it's actually called Wink of Stella in the catalog. So what it is, it's a Wink of Stella brush is what it's called. It has a brush tip on it, and the shimmer goes into a little compartment here, and then it just comes out on your brush tip. So if you don't see any in the compartment there, you just give it a little squeeze and you'll see, oops, sorry. I need to get a better light. The lighting is terrible down here. It's got some more in the chamber there for me. So basically, it's just like a little paintbrush almost. You just brush on that shimmer. Just like that. Okay. So that's what I've done on the inside. You want your Mother's Day card to have some bling to it for sure. So again, seal around it. And just place it down. So our front and our inside. And then I've just stamped in black on the envelope. Never have naked envelopes or naked insides of cards. That's just a terrible way to send a card to a friend or your mom. So that is it for my card today. Like I said, take advantage of if you want to give Paper Pumpkin a try, use the code, use my store, and you will get it delivered right to your door. Like I said, it's called Batter Up, so it's a baseball collection sort of thing. You can go online and look and see. They've got some advertisements and stuff like that at Stamping Up for it. And then obviously if you'd like a paper copy of the catalog, and save the date, that's May the 23rd. And if you want a little fun party kit, let me know and I'll get it out to you. Also, I'm going to show you just a couple more cute little projects that I made. I think I've posted them, but I'm not sure. I've been so busy down here doing all kinds of fun stuff that I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. So this is a cute card that I made as well. I did some customer orders. If you saw my testimonial the other day from her, it was so funny. She said that my cards were absolutely beautiful and that they were cheaper than Dollarama and way better than Hallmark. So I will take that as a definite compliment. So this one's using our new Pansies paper, and these cut out, the dies cut these out of the designer series paper as well as the leaves, and I've just made like a little gardening apron. It's got a little pocket on it, and then I've put a little bit of seeds in the inside. I could not find pansy seeds to save my life, but I did not go to every single store I could find. But so I just got some little cosmos, just a cute little card as well. And then it's got one of our new evergreen or evening evergreen new colors on it as well. And then I made a little watering can with our new hand penned paper. And these are the dies here, cut with gold foil and vellum. And then that's our pale papaya new shimmer ribbon. And there's a little tiny piece of the soft succulent here as well. And yeah, I've just kind of hand cut these little elements out. And this is one of our mini Paper Pumpkin boxes. So it opens up and it's just got some note cards in it. So I just made a little assortment of note cards and envelopes using that hand pen set, which is just gorgeous. And we've got some champagne rhinestones on there. And these are the new Genial Gems in mint macaron. So just simple cards, don't have to be too fancy. These ones are in pale papaya, same Genial Gems. I've used some gold pearls on this one. And just some regular pearls on this one. So I've just tried to keep them all the same, but change the greetings, and so that whoever gets this has a different card for whatever they need. So for today, to celebrate all of the moms out there, my mom, my mother-in-law, my Stampin' Mom, everybody, all of you tuning in, because I'm sure everyone is a mom, I'm gonna give this away. So leave me a comment, send me some loves, share the video, and I will do a draw tomorrow for this cute little note card box set, and I will get that shipped out to the winner. Okay, I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day tomorrow, and thank you for tuning in, and save the date on May the 23rd for the catalog launch. And if you do want a paper copy and a gift pack for the party, definitely please send me a comment and let me know. And if you have any questions, I'm always here. I will be in my craft cave all day getting ready for the party. So I hope you can tune in. Thanks for stopping in today. Paper hugs, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.